Hello, everybody. Scott Golden with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. Nope, this is the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel, and we discuss a variety of pro wrestling related programming. This is the Superstars of Wrestling Review Series for April 22nd, 1995. Owen Hart and Yokozuna, the new tag team champions, having won them at WrestleMania just a few weeks before, managed by Jim Cornette and Mr. Fuji, by the way, against John Crystal and Leroy Howard. Obviously, Owen Hart still trying to get under the skin of his brother, Brett, and Owen, with a couple of arm ringers, very basic things. Obviously, enhancement matches, pretty big thing here in 1995 still. I actually wish that they were still a thing because honestly, I'd much rather watch a guy do proper selling than 27 super kicks. But anyhow, needless to say, we see Yokozuna finally come into the ring, hits the leg drop. Owen Hart going to create the majority of the motion for his team. That's just the way it is. Hart then sets up for the bonsai drop from Yokozuna, and your new tag team champions are, no big surprise, victorious here in this particular contest. Then we kind of go into a kind of recap with the Smoking Guns. The Smoking Guns are your former tag team champions. They're kind of doing a music video thing. They're trying to still get a little bit behind them. Doesn't really come together. Interview for Double J Jeff Jarrett. Brody, a.k.a. Brian James, says, ain't he great? And the roadie is super satisfied with the various things going on there. Then we see Razor Ramon makes his way out. Razor Ramon, of course, doing the honors as a former Intercontinental Champion. Still a guy who is around a good bit, and an enhancement match had for him here in the, spring of 1995. Razor still a major force and needs to be, treated as such. Razor defeats Mark Starr with the Razor's Edge, super quick match as it were, and nothing really worth writing home about there. Kind of get all the basic Scott Hall spots, the big shots along the way, and the Hall actually gets kicked to the back and ultimately hits a run there. Again, Scott Hall gets the fallaway slam, the Razor's Edge, and the back suplex. Not in that order, but Scott Hall still, for a good bit of time, a major force in the WWF. Also a beautiful abdominal stretch. Highlights of the Action Zone. And then we go back to another in the series of squash matches here. A young man makes the announcement for same. And again, Psycho Sid is still a major force in the WWF at the time. They do highlights from Raw with Sid, and the poor kid looks extremely nervous. The Fighting Machine against Tony Roy. a.k.a. becomes, or was Papa Shango before, now doing the Fighting Machine thing. Tony Roy, a standout student of Walter Killer Kowalski at the time. Pulls him out and drives him into the middle of the ring. Several striking-based things, almost as if he's trying to be an MMA fighter. Obviously, a member of the $1 Million Corporation here in 1995, which Bam Bam Bigelow soon is not in the weeks and months to come. Aldo Montoya against Jeff Jarrett in the rematch for the Intercontinental title. They were really trying to get Aldo Montoya over at the time, but obviously that doesn't ever really pan out to the level that they wanted it to. Of course, that might have something to do with the gimmick itself. Jeff Jarrett and Aldo Montoya, though, do put on a decent enough match. Arm bars by Aldo, simple back and forth. Attempted roll-ups. Jarrett tries to quit at or tries to cheat at every given opportunity and kind of gets his opponent around, spins him around and stays on him pretty well there. Irish whips and drops down, spinning neckbreaker by Jarrett, cuts his man off relatively simply, and ultimately gets in a good situation there. Jarrett then manages to get things going in a proper direction and hooks the leg to count and ultimately manages to get things in a good enough way there and ultimately um, Irish whips and Jarrett goes out of the way. Super basic kind of walking, talking, and the roadie with the distraction. Jarrett, though, does manage to allow for some cheating. Does lock the figure four on, and Aldo Montoya has no choice but to submit. Hype for the upcoming In Your House deal here as Diesel and Sid, members of the first In Your House, hyping that up, also hyping up the Action Zone, trying to get people to go into a more cable-based mentality as far as their wrestling viewing habits. Duke the Dumpster Droese in your almost final, I believe, match of the day. Duke Droese with Ray Roy, and Duke Droese, very basic guy, punch kick, super simple suplexes along the way. Ray Roy, again, another Walter Kowalski standout guy who is trying to kind of cheat things along. But anyway, deep arm drag and ultimately trash compactor power slam from Duke the Dumpster Droese. Droese really is happy with his victory there. Certainly the kids' gimmick era, but it is what it is. We'll be back with more right after this.